All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are breaking down a complete system for YouTube automation. And look, we're not just talking about making one video a little bit faster. We're talking about building an entire content factory. We're going to learn how to decode what already works on a successful channel and then basically clone it at scale. So, have you ever looked at some of these channels and wondered, how on earth are they pumping out multiple high-quality videos every single day? Meanwhile, for the rest of us, just getting one video done can feel like a week-long marathon. Well, I'll tell you, the secret isn't about grinding yourself into the ground. It's all about having a smarter system. And this right here, this really shows you what we're talking about. The difference is just staggering. We are talking about going from 5 hours for a single video all the way down to just 10 minutes. We're shifting from this slow, manual, one-by-one process that gives you kind of inconsistent results to a one-click system that can generate videos in bulk with characters that actually look the same in every shot. It's a total game changer. So let's dive into the first phase. And the big idea here, the main takeaway, is that these huge, successful channels you see, they're not just built on pure hustle. They're built on an intelligent, repeatable system. And that system, it starts right here. We have to reverse engineer success. Before we even think about creating a single thing, the very first and honestly the most crucial step is to analyze and decode the DNA of a channel that's already crushing it in your niche. We're essentially hunting for their secret formula. And you know what? The process is actually way simpler than you might think. First, you find a channel you want to model. Then you use this free Chrome extension called Grab It. You just hold down the Alt key, scroll over their videos, and bam, it instantly copies all the URLs. Then, for step 2, you take that whole list of links and you just paste it into Notebook LM, which is Google's AI research tool. Think of it as our analysis engine. So, why bother with all this? Well, it's because success on YouTube, more often than not, has very little to do with fancy cameras or complicated editing. It all comes down to the formula behind the content. It's the structure, the topics they choose, the hooks they use. That's what connects with an audience. That's the secret sauce we're after. And this is the magic part. Look at what Notebook LM spits out. This isn't just some vague summary. It is the channel's entire playbook. It tells you exactly who their target audience is, which topic categories consistently go viral for them, the specific tone and energy they use, and even the proven hook structures they use to grab you in those first critical seconds. It's all right there. Okay, so once we've decoded that winning formula, we get to move on to the next phase, building the video factory. This is where the fun really begins. We take that strategic playbook we just found and we turn it into actual videos, and we do it at a scale you wouldn't believe. The first stop on our factory's assembly line is ChatGPT. You feed it a video idea based on the formula we just uncovered, and it writes a full story for you. But here's the really clever part. It also breaks that story down into a numbered list of scenes, complete with the exact narration for each scene and a detailed prompt for generating the perfect image to go with it. Okay, but here's where almost everyone gets stuck. You start generating your images and boom, you hit this massive wall. It's the single biggest problem in AI video right now, inconsistency. Your main character looks like a completely different person in every single scene, and it just instantly shatters the illusion. It makes the whole thing feel cheap. But the solution? Well, it's actually beautifully simple. A reference image. That's it. Before you generate a single scene, you just create one clean, standing photo of your main character, ideally on a white background. This one picture, that's the anchor for your entire video. And this is the tool that makes it all happen. AutoWhisk. It's a Chrome extension where you can paste that entire list of, say, 20 or 30 image prompts you got from ChatGPT. Then you just upload your reference image, click one button, and it goes to work, generating every single scene for you, making sure your character looks exactly the same in every single shot. It's incredible. Now, for the voiceover, we're going to turn to Google's Gemini. You just paste your entire script's narration into it. But now here's the pro tip. You have to give it style instructions. Tell it something like, use a storytelling tone that is perfect for children, or be energetic and excited. It will then generate a really natural, human-like voiceover that perfectly matches the vibe of your video. So at this point, we have all our pieces, right? We've got consistent images and a great-sounding voiceover. But right now, all we have is basically a fancy slideshow, and a slideshow is not a video. So let's move to the final production step and see how we turn these static images into something truly dynamic and cinematic. And I want to be super clear here. We're not just talking about some random zoom or a simple pan across the screen. The goal is to add intentional camera work. Things like a dolly zoom, a tracking shot, a slow reveal. This is what actually enhances the emotion of the scene and makes the final product feel less like an AI video and more like a real movie.
And get this, to make it easy, there's a cheat sheet with 38 different cinematic camera moves you can use. That's 38 distinct prompts you can just feed to an AI video tool to create these specific professional-looking effects. It's like having a whole director's toolkit right at your fingertips.
And the workflow for this? Super simple. First, you just ask ChatGPT to look at your script and suggest the best camera movement from that cheat sheet for each specific scene. Then you pop over to an AI video generator like Grok, you drag and drop your image, you paste in the camera prompt, like slow zoom in, and you hit generate. You just do that for every scene.
Okay, the video is done. It looks great, it sounds amazing, but listen, none of that hard work matters one bit if nobody ever clicks to watch it. This final phase, optimization, is, you could argue, the most important step in the entire process.
And optimization really just comes down to two things, the title and the thumbnail. For the title and description, we actually go right back to Notebook LM. Since it already knows the channel's winning formula, it can generate 10 or more killer options that you know are proven to work. Then, for the thumbnail, we use a very specific design strategy in Canva that's built for one thing, to interrupt a user's scroll.
And this is that thumbnail formula. It's so simple, it's high contrast, and it is brutally effective. You use a clean, simple character, a super short and punchy headline, like 4 to 6 words max, and you make the text pop with a bold white font on a bright red background. Your only goal here is to stop someone's thumb mid-scroll. That's it. It has to be impossible to ignore.
So let's wrap this all up. What is the system? It's these 3 clear steps. First, you decode the formula of a channel that's already winning. Then you automate the entire creation process to make content at scale. And finally, you optimize everything for the click, so all your hard work actually gets seen. And all of this, it really brings up a pretty huge question about what it means to be a creator now. As these unbelievably powerful systems become easier for everyone to use, are the most successful creators of tomorrow going to be the best artists? Or are they going to be the best system architects? It's definitely something to think about.